My grandpa Bruce is not a picky person, but he absolutely hates asparagus. He visited a couple weeks ago and told us about a theory he had. His thinking was that if one goes through the process of preparing a food they don't like, and when eating it, they taste it fully and mindfully, they can learn to enjoy the food. So, we decided to put this theory to the test in what I call the Asparagus Experiment. Before the cooking began, I asked Bruce a few questions about his history with and current thoughts towards asparagus. Why don't you like asparagus?
I don't like asparagus at all. It disgusts me, and it has ever since I was 6 or 7 years old when I was forced to eat it by my parents. Several times afterwards they tried to force me to eat it again, but they couldn't because I would literally throw up or gag to the point where, being nice people, they just wouldn't force me through it. So they finally said, okay, you have to eat everything but asparagus. So I haven't eaten asparagus for 67 years, literally.
So for this experiment, why did you choose to try to enjoy asparagus? And is it something that you would like to incorporate into your diet?
No, I don't care about asparagus. I'm perfectly happy if I never eat asparagus again. But the experiment is interesting, isn't it? I figure this, if I can learn to like asparagus, anybody can learn to like anything. If the experiment works, I'm not sure it's going to work, then taste can be changed dramatically.
What are your expectations for the experiment?
I honestly don't know. I'm highly motivated to do it, and I'm okay if it fails, and I'm a little afraid it's going to fail. I'm going to do it in front of my family, my grandchildren, and it may fail. And if it does, that's fine. But it may succeed too, because I have a complex strategy. So I'm hoping it will succeed.
What is your strategy?
My strategy is, number one, I will be mindful. I will be exactly in the moment. So nothing from the past can interfere with my tasting of the asparagus. And number two, I will taste it fully. That is, normally when I eat something which I don't like, I sort of kind of just gulp it down and not taste it. But this time I'm going to taste it fully. Now I know there will be a disgusting taste in it, which I remember, perfectly well. I can sort of recreate it just by remembering it. But in addition to that, there must be other tastes that people taste which make them like it, because I know really nice, intelligent people actually like asparagus. So I could like it too if I could focus on all the tastes and just not experience not only experience the taste which I don't like.
Later in the evening, Bruce made dinner for the family and followed a recipe from YouTube to make the asparagus. Then we all sat down for dinner, and for the first time in 67 years, Bruce tried asparagus.
This is actually very difficult. Wow, hooray. It's delicious.
That's amazing. What a triumph.
Finally, I asked Bruce to reflect on the experience.
It was incredible. I cooked it on the grill, and I put it in my mouth, and everyone was looking. My grandchildren were looking, and my son and his wife were looking. Everyone was looking, and I tasted it, and I suddenly knew it was going to be all fine. And then I just sort of stuck my arms out in a victory salute, and everyone clapped. But here's the surprise. Two surprises. Number one, the asparagus didn't taste like I remembered it at all. Even though I was trying to taste it as well as I could, the old tastes which I hate about it, I didn't even taste them. They weren't there. Now I'm not sure if that was because I cooked it on the grill, or because the old tastes were just an artifact of trying not to taste it. But that's one. But the second thing was, after I ate several asparaguses and actually enjoyed them, and other people at the table enjoyed the asparagus as well, I had a high, which I could hardly describe. I felt so good for the rest of the evening and all night, and I still feel good, although it was about 3 days later, because I feel like I have been relieved of this totally senseless prohibition in my life that I couldn't eat asparagus, and it's now gone. I now know I can, and it's a great feeling. I highly recommend it. I think everybody should try this experiment, because if it works for you, you will find that it opens amazing possibilities. I wrote my wife and said I've done the experiment. She knew it was coming, and she said, "Okay, we'll be having asparagus every night now," jokingly, but I wouldn't mind if we ate a lot of asparagus. I think I'll have to work. I don't think the fight is entirely over. I think I have to. The first time I have it with her, I'll grill it in the same way that I did, and after that, we'll eat it in the way she normally cooks it, which is not grilling it; it's boiling it. And but I have a feeling that it will work, and that it actually will change my eating habits. Not that I have any need to change my eating habits, except to please my wife, who likes asparagus. So I will have to finish the report in a year or so when I find out. But I think I will definitely change my eating habits, and that's good news.